gunskins vinyl wrap for your firearms right now on Pirate Firearms and Reloading. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be another short video with the Mossberg 940 Pro, and today I'm going to have a play with gunskins. So what this is essentially a vinyl wrap, specifically designed for your firearm, but it works on most things, and in fact they do other packages, like this one for example. This is a scope and gear skin. So this has not got any template to it, it's just one flat piece of decal. These are made from 3M's control tack. As you can see, when you're getting something like a rifle pack, you'll get the templates pre-cut out, which is super convenient. So when you get a rifle / shotgun pack like this, you obviously get your buttstock, you get a nice elongated one for a barrel, you get one for a receiver and one for a forend. So you can basically cover all your firearm. You can combine the two packages together and get a scope skin as well, and all the videos are available on their website or via YouTube. It's actually remarkably easy to install. So earlier today I went ahead and did the stock. So I'm going to talk about these grip pads here and the knurling on the stock a little bit later on in this video, but that's just something to note that I've done and gunskins don't actually recommend doing. So as you can see there, I've picked a OCP or multicam black. So let's do the forend. So I've got my forend stripped off the 940. Now on this particular job, I'm actually only going to do the stock and the forend. I'm going to leave the barrel and the receiver untouched. With the stock, I actually did it on the shotgun, but the forend I'm going to do off because it's going to enable me to lay the graphic just on the inside here and give it a bit of extra purchase. So these are really simple to install. So here is the piece for the forend. Now you'll notice the crease in the middle. Don't worry about that. The second you start applying that basically just disappears on you. So first, and probably the most important step, particularly if you know anybody who is any form of a painter, is surface preparation. So they recommend frog glue and their cleaning solvent. I got a whole lot of isopropyl alcohol on hand, so I'm just going to use that for today. Okay, so trusty nitrile gloves. Just going to give it another quick go over here. Just going to dab over the checkering because I don't want to leave any paper behind. You know, blue shop rag or anything like that will do an equally good job. The thing I like about isopropyl alcohol is it flashes off nice and quickly. So within a couple of minutes that's back dry again. And as you can see on that white paper towel, there certainly is dirt and debris that we need to get rid of. Now you're going to need a few tools for the install, nothing mind-blowing. So a really sharp craft knife. I've got a new blade on here as at the start of this project. A couple of pieces of reasonably dense foam, and this is going to come in when we're trying to get the adhesive layer to actually mold in and around all these features. And of course, you know, if you've got a bit of extra heat on there, you're not going to notice it in your hands. And trusty old hairdryer. You can use a heat gun, it does work. I found it was a little bit hot when I started doing the other layer, so I've chosen to stick to this. Okay, so gunskins also suggest that, you know, you have the item you're trying to wrap reasonably warm as well, because this forend is remarkably longer than the piece of vinyl. I'm actually going to shorten it. It just means I'm not going to be fighting a whole lot of extra material. I'm not going to take huge amount off, but that's going to be enough to save me any trouble. Now, another thing to note, you'll see here very nicely, they've labelled it fore-end. So when you get the pack out, although it seems fairly obvious where things go, never hurts to be reminded. What we're going to do, pull that back, get rid of that backing sheet completely. We're going to just slowly work our way along the fore-end, and as you'll see, when I smooth this with my finger, that little ripple from where it was folded in the packaging completely disappears. So I'm just going to work my way around the fore-end, smoothing it as I go. Now, you can already see the Mossberg logo starting to come through a little bit. That's what I want to see. Pick her up. Right, and you'll see I'm starting to come to some of the texturing and I'm getting a few ripples. Now, this is where that hairdryer is going to come in. So as I go, I just want to heat her up. Stretch her out. It doesn't take a lot of heat to get this going. It's actually quite surprising. So folks, I'm going to come back with a pair of scissors here, because I definitely have way too much on here. I could have been way more aggressive when it came to cutting this stuff off. That's okay. So you can see it's starting to conform to the shape here, so I'm just going to keep working it. Applying a little bit of heat and working it along the surface. Right. I'm going to do the same along the top here and just take some of this excess off. Only because I don't want the two halves to stick together. As it turns out, it's equally as hard to cut it off. Right, I know that doesn't look crash hot, but we will be tidying that up. And I'm going to do the same Yep, that's what I didn't want. The two surfaces sticking together. So as you can see, it does take a little bit of working, but you just got to bear with it. See, I'm developing a little bit of an air bubble in here, so just got to work that guy back out. Now, because this back part mates with the receiver, I am actually going to cut it out, because otherwise it's just going to foul up. So I'm just going to take my craft knife. This is still on camera for you. Okay, so I'll probably spend another 15-20 minutes of this on camera, off camera I should say. So I've gone back over everything. Now, the most important thing that gunskins tell you is the post heat. So once you've got it all wrapped up and all nice, you've got to continue to apply heat. And they say on an entire firearm job, you want to spend at least 10 minutes doing this. To be honest with you, I probably spent another 5 minutes even just going over this and making sure it actually adheres to the surface. And that's what that post heat does. It does that final adhesion. Now, once again, I've done something gunskins by no means suggest. They don't say don't do it, but I just want to see how it holds up. I have cut out the grip panels. You know, I want to be able to really use this shotgun. So I've left these grip panels exposed. And so what I did is I just took a real sharp craft knife and just went around the edges here. Now obviously there is part of the gunskins wrap here through the center. If anything's going to fail, I'm going to suggest it's going to be that, or just the edges where I've cut it out. So by no means am I suggesting you do this. I took a bit of the air out of the Mossberg logo. It's definitely not as noticeable, you know, as it is out of the factory. And I haven't really gone around the border that was around it too hard either. I've just left that to be a little more subtle. The problem with some of these patterns and things in stocks that I've noticed is you get air trapped in here. And although you take your sharp knife and you prick the seal and warm it up and try and get some of the air out, you never can quite get it all out. So you're not going to get a one-to-one pattern like you would. I guess that's where the hydrographic dipping really takes over from something like this. But, you know, this is a vinyl wrap. Gunskins do say right there on the packet, limited 5-year warranty. So that's obviously, you know, provided you've installed it correctly and all that jazz. They're not going to warranty it if you don't clean your stock properly, or, you know, they're probably not going to warranty anything because I've cut these panels out. Hey, that's cool. This is a bit of an experiment to see how long it goes. If this lasts, you know, 5 years, I'll be happy, and then maybe I'll consider, if I still like the multicam black or the OCP black, then I will go and probably get it hydrographically dipped, and then put a matte epoxy coat over the top to keep it going a bit longer. But all in all, very, very happy. It does take a lot of time. It does take a lot of patience. I think if you don't have patience, this is probably not the project for you.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Catch you next time.